So now today we will be discussing about context free languages. Now what are the context free languages? As its name suggests, the languages which are generated from the context free grammar are called as the context free languages. Is it clear? So it's a simple, a context free language, CFL, it is denoted by CFL, is the language which is generated by a context free grammar, CFG, which is represented by capital G. How we are representing it or describing it? So this can be described as L of G is equal to W, where W will be what? See here carefully, it is the only set of the terminals. Okay, it is not a sentential form, or it is not a combination of the non-terminals and terminal. It is clearly the combination or set of terminals only, and is derivable from start symbol. So even if you have set of rules for a given grammar and you are able to derive, but it is always necessary that it should start with the start symbol. Just like in a finite automata, we can only say that particular string is acceptable to finite automata if and only if from the starting till the final state we are able to get that particular string. Okay, similarly in context free languages, what we are saying is every string which is derivable from the given grammar through the start symbol, from the start symbol, such a set of strings are forming a context free languages. So now we will be discussing the problem where we will be generating the context free languages. Okay, and we will also define what will be the language. So note down the problem. So what is a problem? Let G be a context free grammar which is defined as S is equal to or S produces, not equals to, ASB and AB. So I think I have given same type of grammar, right? And we are asked to derive a particular string from this given grammar. So how you will derive? So what is the question? So the question is, find the CFL generated by G. So what language will be generated by this grammar we want to find out. Okay, now how to find it out or how to solve this particular problem? It's very simple. So solution will be, very first we will start with the starting symbol. Okay, so let us begin by listing the strings that we can generate or derive, we can say, using the given CFG G. Okay, so we start with the minimal length string. What will be the minimal length string? See, minimal length string in case of finite automata as well, we have seen that with a simple path, whatever string can be generated is said to be the minimal string acceptable to the finite automata. Similarly, here we are interested in generating the different strings, and we will start with the minimal string. So we will start with minimal length string. Let us number the productions as. So very first we will be numbering. So very first number is what? S produces ASB, and second production is S produces AB. Okay, so using these two productions we have to derive a string. So how we will derive string? So very first we will start with the start symbol. So using, this is your first production, this is your second production. So from this we have to choose a production which is having all the non-terminals. So out of these two, it is a production where you can see in the right hand side only it is a set of non-terminal. So we can say that this is a minimal string which is generated from the start symbol. Okay, so we can write using production 2 we can derive with string AB. I hope this is very clear to everyone. In how many steps? In a single step or in one step, right? Second, what we will do now, we will try to derive the string. So you can also mention it as like this, using 2. Second is, let us derive many more strings. Okay, so let us derive another string from G. So now we will use which rule? We will use first rule. So we will have S produces ASB, right? Using rule 1. Now as we have already seen how to derive, so either we can use leftmost derivation or rightmost derivation. So suppose we are using here, now since there is a single symbol, it will be the same, rightmost or leftmost. Okay, so we will be replacing this S with the either this or this. So very first we will replace this S with the second rule, so it will become AB and this B will be here, right? So here this S is replaced by AB and using the rule 2. So finally what we can conclude, we have derived, so S is in multiple steps is deriving string AABB. Okay, so we got second string in our set, right? Now we will try to derive many more strings so that we can conclude about what will be the language generated by this particular grammar. Okay, so next string is, again we will be using the third. Now similarly we have, very first we are using S produces ASB using rule 1, then again S produces A. Now I will use here same rule, that is rule 1. After using the same rule, that is first rule, this S will be replaced by ASB. Okay, so in earlier case we have used the second rule, now we are using one rule once again, first rule, and this is here B, so this is again using rule 1. Okay, now I will use A. Now I would like to replace this S, okay, with the AB using rule 2. So by using rule 2 it will become AB and this will be BB, so using rule 2. So now I have got all the things here which are the terminals, right? That means I have completed the derivation. So here I can write start symbol in multiple steps deriving a string which is nothing but this. Okay, so likewise from this, again one more case if we will take, so S produces ASB, again A ASB, next again ASB, B, right? Now I will replace again A. This S will be replaced by AB, then B. So from this again we can observe that we are getting a string which is A, B, right? So here from all this observation what we can say, thus the language generated by the grammar will be what? L of G is equal to. So now we will start putting all the strings from a given grammar. So after putting all the strings which we have just generated, so very first string which we have generated is what? See, this is our first string, so which was AB. We have not generated any string which is empty string because our start symbol or no rule is there which is generating empty string, right? Next string which we have generated is AABB, right? Next is the third, using third procedure we have derived with string AAABBB. Next again last case we have also derived AAABBB. So likewise if we start replacing this S again and again, so this is a recursive language. Okay, so this is a recursive language. So we can now say it is a infinite language and there can be possibility of generating any language which will be of this form. Is it AABB? So can we say it is a language which is having equal number of A's followed by same number of B's. Okay, so from this we can shortly write that the language will be A raised to n, B raised to n, where n is greater than equals to 1, right? So this is the language which is generated by the given grammar. So if in a language form you have to define this language, then we can say the CFG defines the language containing strings of the form A raised to n, B raised to n, where n is greater than equals to 1, which is expressed as n number of A followed by the same number of B's. So this will be the explanation of your language. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, this problem.